Hello, everybody.
And good day, fellow athletes.
The final northern heat for the Rumbelow Sprint was staged at Sheffield's Don Valley Stadium, Britain's newest major track and field venue. We've got an international athletic setting for today's heats, and a bit of an international feel to them too. Adrian Littlejohn, the England Youth International from Sheffield United, goes in the second. From across the other side of the city in the first, Paul Warhurst, the England under-21 cap from Sheffield Wednesday. Warhurst very much the home favourite in this first heat. A large Hillsborough contingent amongst the young fans. He's in lane 3. Next to him in lane 2, the trackside tip to pick up the £600 winner's cheque today, Iffy and Wara of Huddersfield Town. First four to qualify for today's regional final, and Wara away to the best start. Lee Jenkinson, the whole winger, also going well on the far left of your screen. Warhurst just behind them, already looking round, knows he's going to qualify too. It's on Wara from Jenkinson, from Simon Thompson of Scarborough in third, and Warhurst safely through in fourth. On Wara's time, 12.13, very respectable. Heat 2 has Adrian Littlejohn, who made his first division debut with Sheffield United this season. He's in lane 6. Two second division opponents either side of him, Craig Russell and Charlie Bishop. Russell and Littlejohn in the red and white stripes away together. The race almost split in two by that empty lane in the middle. But here comes Sean Goter in the red of Rotherham with a late run. Russell starting to tire, but Littlejohn will hang on from Goter second, Russell third. Andy Curtis of York pipping Bishop for fourth. 12.15, just outside the time for Heat 1. Two very impressive Heat winners. Paul Austin from Ladbrokes, you're putting a book together for the final at Wembley. Has that changed your thinking at all?
Well, three of the regional winners look like clear market leaders. That's Donwar of Birmingham, Bartlett of Notts County and Keith Curl from Manchester City. But with a bullet-like start from Manora today, that could really shake the market up for Wembley.
Well, Paul Warhurst of Sheffield Wednesday has 2/5 to final on War in the final. He's in lane 1. Simon Thompson of Scarborough is in 2. Adrian Littlejohn, the Heat 2 winner, is next, representing Sheffield United. Then Iffy and Wara being watched today by his manager at Huddersfield, Owen Hand. Lee Jenkinson, the whole winger, was third fastest in qualifying. Sean Goter, Rotherham United in lane 6. Next, the 18-year-old Sunderland striker, Craig Russell, and completing the field, another teenager, York winger Andy Curtis.
On your mark.
First two go to Wembley with a wild-card chance for the man in third if it's fast enough. And War away to another flyer. Warhurst got a poor start. Sean Goter of Rotherham going well in 6th. Here comes Lee Jenkinson in the black and amber of Hull. Jenkinson on Wara with Littlejohn trying to get to them. It's between those three. Jenkinson by a whisker, I think. Lee Jenkinson, the surprise winner, almost broke 12 seconds. Adrian Littlejohn qualifies in second. And Wara in third surely goes through as the fastest loser. All three inside of 12.1. All three faster than Keith Curl, last week's winner. But this week's winner is Lee Jenkinson.
About a storm and it not be a hurricane when you have 60-foot oak trees picked out as though it was a bit of watercress, and the whole tops of forests taken off and all levelled. It's got to be more than a storm, Mike. I've lived through storms before in my life. I've lived through everything. And the fact is that the weather people this year have got nothing right. Absolutely nothing. If you remember January and February, a couple of inches of snow. I couldn't get in one day because there was 2 feet the following morning. The whole of the summer has been a total disaster. The biggest problem is that the Met Office now doesn't seem to be as boring and as efficient as it used to be. Most of them are too interested in going on blankety blank and bloody call my bluff and things like this, and they're paying no attention to the weather. And the whole thing, and if you note, when Trish and the other gink was sat here, there was no apologies. It was all excuses. Oh, well, it's not our fault that we didn't predict this. They didn't predict it in Holland. Holland, for Christ's sake. What, we got to listen to Radio Ilversum now to get the weather forecast or what?
Jimmy,
around this
I mean,
place?
I understand your anger, but I think we must...
You don't, Mike. If I came on here and said, right, on Wednesday we've got Minder and The Bill, and said it week after week, and we had totally different programmes on, the Wizard of Oz upstairs had called me in and he'd sack me.
Well, I'm trying to make a bob or two, but it couldn't have been much slower. When Batterboy Bill from Muswell Hill said, "Psst, I've got a little goer." Meals on Wheels? He said barbecues are all the rage, what every garden needs. If you've got the loot, you can have the lot. I was laughing all the way to the Leeds. I wonder where he got them. See, I got an account called Liquid Gold, and the Leeds don't mess about. If you need some cash out sharpish, those girls will dish it out. Speedy Leeds, I call them. Then a message came from heaven, saying, son, don't catch a cold. Your money's doing well in there. That's why they call it gold. So it's Leeds 1, Bill 0. I said, sorry, Bill, if I bought this lot, I'll be completely off my trolley. You can keep your flaming barbecues, and the Leeds can keep my lolly.
Liquid Gold now pays up to 8.75% for bigger savers, so laugh all the way to the Leeds.
Bird's eye potato waffles are wobbly versatile. They go with beans, bangers, bacon, burgers, fish fingers, eggs in, eggs on, yam on, steak chops.
Grill 'em, bake 'em, fry 'em, eat 'em.
Bird's eye potato waffles are wobbly versatile.
If baked apple is your food, make it taste extremely good. Oi! Spring for cream, the family favourite. Oi!
Now, though, the comedy continues, and there's a new team captain on board.
Ulrika.
Kaka.
Kaka, kaka. Lovely Ulrika, queen of Ryvita. What are those strange, inedible pills that dwell in your wig?
I don't know. Why should I?
Ulrika, true or false? Listen carefully, true or false? In the streets of New York, it is illegal to place the end of your thumb against the tip of your nose whilst simultaneously, mind, extending and wriggling the fingers of the same hand.
No, that would be crazy.
No, I can't be bothered with that. True or false, Ulrika?
No, I would say it's false.
It's true.
It's true.
Sorry, Ulrika. Mark. Sexy Mark Lamar, there from the Jet Age. That's right.
He's a nifty 50s bin man.
Mark, true or false, Mystic Meg was once the editor of the News of the World.
True.
It's true. Yes, you're quite right.
It's true.
Greasy Mark. Philippa, it's Lady Day's night and the feeling's right. What a night. Philippa, true or false? No. Philippa, egg yolk is a deeper yellow than wasp stripes. True or false?
False. No, hold on. Can I ask another question? Is it cooked egg yolk or raw egg yolk?
No, it's in its dangerous state, uncooked.
False.
It is false!
Shut it. Joe! Lovely sexy Joe!
Joe, true or false? There is a little-known poisonous snake in South America that if the victim is struck by it, it renders them impotent. True or false?
Oh, God. True.
True. She's saying true. Well,
we can
Joe,
find
we
out.
can try that out now because Bob's got one of these vipers in his bucket. We'll just have a shot now. It's in here now.
Ah! Oh, dear. So got you? Got us, look. Oh.
Well, let's see. Let's see if I'm impotent. Joe? Can't get a grip! It would appear that little snake has rendered him quite important.
Shop! Hello there, sir. How can I help you?
I'd like to buy one of these caravans, please.
Yeah? Is any model in particular?
No, it's not a particular model. I'm just, you know... Well, can you recommend anyone in particular?
Any particular colour? Let's say our colour.
No, but white.
White one.
White one. Why are you laughing?
No, sorry.
No, I just said something there. You've laughed.
No, I'm not laughing.
What's that about?
No, I'm in a good mood.
No, you laughed. Don't shrug your shoulders. You've laughed. What's that about?
What about this one, sir?
I'm not bothered. Whatever. Whatever.
Well, do you know what you need? Do you want
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to buy one.
Oh, well, make your mind up, like.
I'll make my mind up. You've laughed at me. I'm not going to buy one.
Right.
Should I buy one if you're laughing at me?
Well... well, all right, well... all the best.
Your hand. You think I'm going to shake your hand?
Well, all the best.
I'll shake your hand.
All right. All right, one big shake.
Meantime, here's a hit tune we think you'll like. It's a new melody about a new sport that's really breaking the waves over in England. Herman?
Football, everybody's doing it, everybody's playing it. Ain't you heard? Football, everybody's doing it, everybody's saying it. Football's a word. There was a player, he scored a goal, and everybody cheered the goal. Another time, player got fouled, and everybody booed very loud. Of football, everybody's hoping and everybody's praying their team will win. Football, everybody's raving, and now they're misbehaving, cause football has got them in a spin.
Send that punk off the pitch, bitch. Thank you.
Peanuts! Peanuts!
Lesbians, happy and free with each other. Lesbians, women making love with one another. Recognized as a minority, funded by the local authority. Some drink coffee, some choose tea, a handy metaphor for sexuality. Lesbians, a woman takes another for her lover. Lesbians, no reason to be kept undercover.
Thank you very much.
No,
The new album from Mulligan and O'Hara. 28 melodies designed to ease you through that difficult central part of your coffee break. Songs like this one, based on a true memory.
We've just fell off our Honda. My legs are in that tree. I see you're wearing those shoes again. Thou art from Italy, yes.
Or to ease the pain of that difficult second cup, the serene and sensitive ballad, Hot Dog, What Hot Dog?
Your hot dogs for sale. Where? Where? Hot dogs for sale. Where? Over there by the beef burgers.
And to ease you through that difficult tense period before the coffee is poured, this nostalgic tribute to the music of the 1950s.
I like a rock and roll music. I like Elvis, Flaming Presley. I like Dwayne Bleeding Ed. And that other head. We like a rock and roll music, and we'll prove it to you now.
gently to ease you through those dying, traumatic moments of your coffee break. The poignant lament, at this stage, I cannot say.
I'm not saying I did love you, or that I'm happy that you're dead. But my doctor did advise you to keep a rifle by your bed. I'm not saying I did not kill you, but aren't you partly to blame? You gave me chocolate digested when you knew I preferred the plain. I'm not saying I'll forget you, but please remind me of your name. My memory's somewhat distorted since I became insane.
So take your next coffee break in the company of Mulligan and O'Hare.
The BBC, never afraid to try something new. There's powerful police drama with detective in a wheelbarrow.
I'm in a wheelbarrow. This time it's personal.
We go uphill and down dale with the adventures of three blokes in a bath. And there's live and uninterrupted coverage of international anvil throwing. And the long-awaited title clash, live from Cleethorpes, World Championship pan fighting.
The BBC believes that great comedy comes from taking risks, so it allows writers and performers the freedom to take them. The BBC can only do this thanks to the unique way it is paid for, by you. But of course, not everything makes it onto your screen.
Come here, you've got my tankard!
When you've got kids under your feet and they want something quick to eat, just think McCain and save your day. 3 minutes here and you're away. Quickety quick.
Microchips.
McCain may crinkle, cut or straight. Great from the box or on a plate. Try them once and it'll be plain. 4 microchips make them McCain. Quickety quick.
Microchips.
McCain microchips. Real chips. Crickety quick.
So there's going to be a few of you out shearing this time then?
About 40, I'd reckon.
Something for the ladies?
Oh, yeah. 2 bottles of sweet cherry, mate. Looks like we've overdone it with the sherry.
Yeah.
Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else.
That Gladys Oldthorpe, she never buys her own.
Boddingtons, the cream of Manchester.
Well, currently, the doors on the bathroom stalls here at the stadium don't offer much by way of privacy. But I was thinking if we extend the doors all the way down to the floor.
All the way to the floor? What, are you out of your mind? You'd suffocate in there. You're lucky you have doors at all. You know, when I was in the Army... Hey, Costanzo, what is that you're reading over there? That looks pretty tasty.
It's a calzone, sir.
Calzone, huh? Yeah, let's see it. Pass that on down. Let's get a little look at that. Bickstein wants a little taste. Come on, pass it down there. That's a good boy. Okay, let's do... Hey, what's in this thing?
cheese, pepperoni, eggplant.
Eggplant, huh? That's a hell of a thing. All right, back to business. Here you go. Very good. Excellent little calzone you got there, Costanza. Okay, I'm a little jealous. All right, here we go. Like I told you last week, the renovation of the press box was taking too long. All right. Well, you know, that eggplant was very good. Very good. Everybody out. I got eggplant on my mind. Costanza, go get me a couple of calzones right now. Pronto, move it out. Pickstein wants an eggplant calzone. He must have one. Everybody out. Hurry up. This calzone is fantastic. And look, no dripping. The pita pocket prevents it from dripping. The pita pocket. Yeah, what is it, Watson? A lost and found, huh? No, I don't think we need that. If people can't hold on to things, that's their tough luck. You got a little junk on your lip there, by the way.
You know, a lost and found could be a good idea.
Hold it, Watson. You like a lost and found, George?
Definitely.
All right, a lost and found. But there's got to be some kind of time limit. We're not running a pawn shop here.
So they're putting in a lost and found because of me. I mean, there's a time limit, but still.
They're really building a utopian society up there. And you attribute all this to the calzone?
Yeah. I'm like a drug dealer. I got the guy hooked. I'm having lunch at his desk every day this week, just him and me. He doesn't make a move without me. It's very exciting.
Boy, with you two guys at the helm, the last piece of the puzzle's in place.
Yeah.
Number 49.
You know, my last name is Costanza. That's Italian. So you and I are kind of like countrymen. Huh? Paisanos.
650 you change.
Ah, yes. And I always take care of my paisanos. So here's a little something.
Antonio!
Sì!
Vieni qua! Questa miserabile patrone di casa!
No, sono venuto qua! Aspetta, guarda! Hey! You steal my money?
No, you don't understand. I wasn't trying to take it out.
I know what you tried to do.
No.
Now get out there. Don't come back here again ever.
No.
I beg you.
You got the calzones, Mr. Steinbrenner?
Oh, beautiful. I'm starving, George.
So, I thought tomorrow, maybe we try a little corned beef.
Corned beef? I don't think so. It's a little fatty, don't you think?
How about Chinese?
Chinese? No. Too many containers. Big mess. Very sloppy. We're going to stick with the calzones from Paisanos. That's the ticket.
I just thought it'd be nice, you know, a little variety.
No. George, let me tell you something. When I find something I like, I stick with it. From 1973 to 1982, I ate the exact same lunch every day. Turkey chili in a bowl made out of bread. Bread bowl, George. You'd eat the chili, then you'd eat the bowl. Nothing more satisfying than looking down after lunch and seeing just a table.
Hey, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to run down and get me lunch at Paisanos.
Well, what time you want it?
1 o'clock. You need some money?
No. I got 8 tons of change. I got unloaded. Hey, it's really wet out there, huh?
What can I get you?
Yeah, I hear you make a mean calzone.
Calzone.
Yeah, calzone. Yeah.
The best.
All right, well, yeah, lay 'em on me. I'll have 3 of them, yeah.
3 calzone.
Yeah. Boy, that's a big oven, huh? Hey, listen, I wonder if you could do me a favor, huh?
Right, your order's ready. 3 calzones and 1 hot shirt and jacket.
This is all burned up. Look at this.
What the hell do I know about cooking a shirt, huh? 750 for calzones.
Burned up,
What the hell is this, pennies? You penny change?
That's all I got.
Oh, you got to have bills, paper money. You can't pay with this.
Look,
huh?
I said that's all I got.
Then you got no calzone.
Wait a minute,
wait! Va via, sbagazzino, va
I didn't get any bread.
Just forget it. Let it go.
Excuse me, I think you forgot my bread.
Bread, $2 extra.
$2, but everyone in front of me got free bread.
You want bread?
Yes, please.
$3! No soup for you.
Good afternoon. 1 large crab bisque to go.
Red.
Beautiful. You're pushing your luck, little man.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey there. Oh. One mulligatawny and, what is that right there? Is that lima bean?
Yes.
Never been a big fan. You know what? Has anyone ever told you look exactly like Al Pacino? You know, Scent of a Woman? Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah!
Very good. Very good. You know something? No soup for you! Come back 1 year.
Sheila?
Hey!
Uh-oh.
What is this? You're kissing in my line? Nobody kisses in my line.
I can kiss anywhere I want to.
You just cost yourself a soup.
How dare you? Come on, Jerry, we're leaving. Jerry?
Do I know you? Armoire, just like that.
Ugh, this city.
One large jambalaya, please.
So, continue.
Well, my friend is awfully disappointed is all. Now, she's very emotional.
Thank you. Jambalaya.
All right, now listen to me. You have been a good friend. I have an armoire in my basement. If you want to pick it up, you're welcome to it. So, take it. It's yours.
How can I possibly thank you?
You are the only one who understands me.
You suffer for your soup.
Yes, that is right.
You demand perfection from yourself, from your soup.
How can I tolerate any less from my customer?
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor?
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
What are you doing? What? Did you just double dip that chip?
Excuse me?
You double dipped the chip.
Double dipped? What are you talking about?
You dipped the chip, you took a bite, and you dipped again.
So?
That's like putting your whole mouth right in the dip. Look, from now on, when you take a chip, just take one dip and end it.
Well, I'm sorry, Timmy. But I don't dip that way.
Oh, you don't, huh?
No. You dip the way you want to dip. I'll dip the way I want to dip.
Give me the chip!
Hey! Get off!
A week of foul-tempered debate in Europe ended this afternoon as finance ministers agreed new quota rates for trade with the United States. In Brussels is our economics correspondent, Peter O'Hanrahan. Peter, what is the new rate?
It's 30%, Chris. Agreement was a long time coming, but in the end, the decision was unanimous.
What was the Germans' reaction? Because they've been holding out for 40%, haven't they?
That's right. When I spoke to Finance Minister Reinhardt earlier today, he said he didn't like the deal, but he had to go along with it.
Really? You spoke to him yourself? You managed to pin him down? He's a pretty tricky man, isn't he?
That's right.
Where did you get hold of him?
He was in the hotel.
And you conducted a conversation with him about the quota rates?
That's right. He said he didn't like it, but he had to go along with it.
What language did you conduct this conversation in, Peter?
German.
You spoke to him about the technicalities of the deal in German?
Yes.
So what's the German for 30%?
30%.
30%.
Yes.
And what about that quote you attributed to him? I don't like it, but I'll have to go along with it.
That's what he said.
How did he say it?
I don't like it, but I'll have to go along with it.
In German, how did he say it?
Ich nichten lichten.
Presumably you mean, rufen Sie ein Taxi bitte, sonst verpasse ich meinen Flug.
Yes.
No, you don't, Peter, because that means get me a taxi, I'm late for my plane. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Did you speak to the German finance minister about the New Deal this afternoon?
No.
And what was his reaction?
I don't know.
Peter, thank you.
Why?
Hey, who says AIDS guys are too puny to do tough stuff? This guy's got AIDS, and he's about to beat me in an arm wrestling. Oh, well done. Oh, gosh. Well done, yeah. Yeah. Now, a friend of mine was unlucky enough to catch his virus from a blood transfusion.
Oh,
something
sorry.
he had no control
sorry,
over.
I caught it from my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
From my partner, yeah.
So you've got bad AIDS, not good AIDS? You got bad... Well, you caught it through your own fault. It's a drug abuse or a homosexual...
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Well, good AIDS is something innocent. This is what this ribbon's about. I support somebody who's caught good AIDS because they caught the virus through no fault of their own. Exactly. So what have you done with the big gay plague? What have you done to stop people catching it?
Well, personally, I've used condoms.
No, I mean here and now, like everyone else in this audience, I'm thinking, what about us? What about me now? What have you done to stop us catching it? What if a madman broke in here with a machine gun and shot you to pieces? Anyone here yawning would get your blood in their mouth. Yes.
Ridiculous.
You shouldn't have come in. You've got bad AIDS. You shouldn't have come in. Right? Can we have him removed during the next break? Now, you may remember another scandal involving a gay man last March. Captain Mervyn Bruges of the HMS Watford was all over the public press. Libby Schuss went behind the story. Get away from me! Get away from me!
And a self-confessed paedophile is confronted with what he is.
You are a paedophile. You are a nonce. You are a perv. You're a slot badger. You're a two-pin din plug. You're a bush dodger. You're a small beam regarder. You're an Unabummer. You're a nut administrator. You're a bent ref. You're the crazy world of Arthur Brown. You're a fence foal. You're a free willy. You're a chimney bottler. You're a bunty man. You're a shrub rocketeer.
Yes, well, you know, you just mentioned some of the names that we have to put up with every day, and it's just another form of racism.
Last month, the notorious paedophile Sidney Cook was blasted into space to spend the rest of his life aboard a one-man prison vessel, posing no further threat to children on Earth. But it was revealed that an 8-year-old boy was also placed on board by mistake and is now trapped alone in space with the monster. A spokesman said, "This is the one thing we didn't want to happen."
Just a second. I'm sorry, but we've been invaded by members of the militant paedophile organisation Millet P. This is their leader, Gerard Choate. Now listen a second. You've broken in here demanding to have your say on live television. Tell us what you believe.
What?
What do you believe?
I believe that intergenerational sex is appropriate within loving...
Sex with children?
Yes.
Stop right there. Come on. Well done, mate. OK. That's my son Johnny, all right? Have a look at him. Now, are you prepared to tell me you want to have sex with my son?
No.
You're ashamed, aren't you?
No, I'm not ashamed.
All right, then tell me you want to have sex with my son.
I don't.
Why not?
I don't fancy him.
What do you mean?
I just don't. I don't find him attractive, I'm sorry.
Good. Actually, you're prepared to tell the father of a 6-year-old that you want to have sex with him on live television.
I didn't.
Effectively, you did. He did, Swan Cheetah. He did, didn't he?
Yes, I mean, that is just so...
Yeah.
I didn't.
You did.
Now the sport with Alan Partridge.
Thanks, Chris. And it's a special desk of sport this week as we look forward to all the sporting action that will take place in this year's 1994 World Cup finals in America in Alan Partridge's World Cup Countdown to 94. Goal! Yes, 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 yes! That was a goal! Goal! Striker! Eat that! And another! Bing bang, stick it in! Thank you and good night!
Twat! That was liquid football!
Shit! Did you see that? He must have a foot like a traction engine. Goal! Proof is in the pudding, and the pudding in this case is a football. Booth, eat my goal. The goalie has got football pie all over his shirt. I'm Alan Partridge, and that will be my World Cup 94. You can come too. Join me.
Thanks, Alan. More sport from you later.
Absolutely, Chris. With a bit of luck, we'll have Sandy Lyle on the line.
America now. Oh. If you have a baby in the States, you may well be in for a bit of a surprise when they yank it out. Just time to have a quick look at tomorrow's headlines. Aristocrats' dung saves village from flood. That's in the Mail. Today, drowned Italian wins Eurovision. The Express go with Lord Mayor's pirouette in fire chief wife decapitation. Grisly but gripping. The Sun, Robin Koch. And the Daily Star, feel my nose and put my specs there, Raw's drunken major. That's it. That's the day today, on the day that Boris Yeltsin told the world how he milked Mrs. Thatcher.
Of her flabby breasts.
Good night.
Now, you didn't tell the children about Shambosi, real chocolate mousse? Good, because now there's real orange and real lemon mousse. Seductively light and creamy. Just don't tell the children.
Do you think it's all right to leave George there on his own? Oh, yes. But aren't you afraid he might find your chocolate orange? No, I think it's quite safe.
Terry's famous chocolate orange. Smooth milk chocolate with real oil of orange. How safe is yours?
That's right, that one as well. Come on, Chris, we're late, man. Brown sauce on.
Right. That's my money.
Second bacon, second bacon. Who we playing today anyway? You know.
Dog and duck, I think.
Dog and duck.
Dog and duck.
I'll mark the dog.
Come on, Peter!
Come on, Peter!
Get them little legs moving! Go on, pedal! You see what Reedy turned up into there?
Okay, lads, everybody listen up. Let's have your attention, please, thanks. I want you to get stuck in right from the off. Bobby, Alan, Chrissy, don't be afraid to pull the trigger, eh? Everybody's got to mark, track and tackle. Particularly you, Bobby, particularly you, Jackie. Stuart, get...
Sorry, Gaff, hang on, I've got to get this one. Hello, darling, you.
Who on earth is ringing you at this vital time?
That's all right, it's me mum.
Right, I've said my bit. It's now your turn, eh? So let's stick together, let's get out and fight, let's get hold of the ball and play good football. Come on, let's go to win. Good luck.
Yes, go it. Another chance, yes, another chance. Go on, boys.
Wait, wrong, yeah. Yes. One on. Yes, one on. Finish.
Hit it!
What to do?
Hey, it's a shirt pull.
Well, you must shirt pull.
Can I have your name, please?
John.
No more, please.
Well done, lads, well done. Thanks very much. You give us a good game. Well done, son, well done. Don't phone me, I'll phone you, Jackie.
Carlsberg don't do pub teams. But if they did, they'd probably be the best pub team in the world.
Competing in the Krypton Factor tonight, Richard Lambert, an insurance clerk from Surrey. Paul Smith, an archivist from Middlesex. Nicole McLaren, an agricultural salesman from Perthshire. And Nigel Hunt, a psychologist from Exeter.
Good evening and welcome to the Krypton Factor, where tonight we reach an exciting stage. It's the final heat in Group A, and by the end of the contest we will know the complete lineup for next week's group final. One thing we're sure of, tonight's winner will be there, and so too will the runner-up if he can better 38 points. So let's get underway right now with round one, mental agility.
And that should bring Alex back online. And of course, with the sea so close to the runway, there's not much margin for error on the Hong Kong approach. And now he's gone a bit above the glide slope, and the horizontal bar on the flight director drops, so he should follow it, pushing forward on the control column. And he's now begun to descend too fast. And the alarms sound on the flight deck. That's a crash. Very bad luck for Alex. Next, BBC journalist Andrew Craig. And so far so good. The runway where it should be, directly ahead. But now what's he doing? The plane's begun to climb. The horizontal bar on the flight director drops down rapidly, urging him to push the control column forward. And he responds, but he has to push it a long way forward, so steep is the climb. Now, where's the runway? Can we see it at all? It's just off to the right, I think, and there's no way he can land on that now, so his flight is aborted, and he'll be disappointed. Major Peter Lyons of the Army Physical Training Corps starts the assault course race. On the left in red, David Spence, then Martin Buckley in green, Andrew Craig in yellow, and on the far side in blue, Ross Trueheller. And looking at their respective times in heats and group finals, Martin Buckley looks as though he's out of it with a time very much behind the others. But these two, for instance, Ross on the far side and Andrew Craig, were in the same group final, and Andrew finished just 1 second ahead of Ross, while David, nearest to us here, he is unbeaten on the assault course. So it really should be a very close run thing. And in these early stages, it is Andrew and Ross absolutely together. But Ross on the far side in earlier races tended to go a bit fast at the start and made errors on the obstacles, just as he does there. And those are the sort of things that cost so much time. You can see immediately how Andrew's pulled away there from Ross. Ross knocked out of his stride and now trying to get back level with him. Andrew, on the other hand, has always been very determined, very aggressive on every obstacle, relentless, and he won't let up for a minute at the end, and Ross knows that, so he must get back right away. And he's more or less achieving that, swings over together. Another slight mistake, though, as he lands at the bottom of the cargo net. But really a good duel going on there, and David Spencer's being dropped somewhat. Played soccer, rugby and squash for his college at Cambridge. And Martin Buckley here, well, he knows he's going to be fourth, so he can take it fairly easy for his 2 points. This is the duel, though, for first place. Andrew, the slight advantage at the moment, coming to the A-frame, one of the most important obstacles on the course. And again, Ross makes a slight error there. David throwing himself down that S-Benz from Yarm, although he was Nottingham born and bred. But he's back in third place at the moment, and he won't catch these two, and it's still Andrew in the lead. But now Ross perfected a new technique, which he's doing again here. He perfected that in the group final. His feet hardly touched the ropes. Martin's still struggling back in fourth place. But on they go towards the Burma rope bridge. Andrew, determined as ever, climbing up to that Burma rope bridge with Ross right on his heels, and Ross closing slightly, I think. Yes, Ross there closing with every stride. Now, can he get level with him at the top of this Burma rope bridge? But he makes a terrible error there. His feet completely miss, and that may have cost him the race. David still third place ahead of Martin Buckley, but I think Ross made a fatal error there at the wrong moment, and he'll be furious with himself as Andrew descends now towards the water and the muds, and that's a fairly good landing. Doesn't quite land on his feet, but well clear of Ross, and charges on now towards the last obstacle just as Ross hits the water. So a very bad mistake by Ross at the worst possible moment, and that really has robbed him of this race, because here comes Andrew charging across the line for his 10 points, and he punches that tape into light. Good run by him. David here will be in third place with 4 points, but it is Ross who made just too many mistakes on the course.
Now 20.
Y'all ready for this?
35 top chart hits from Color Me Bad, to Unlimited, and Prince. Erasure, Lenny Thomas, and Simply Red. The #1 from U2, Rosalla, Lisa Stansfield, and Salt and Pepper.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Scorpions, Zoe, Enya, and Belinda Carlisle. And of course, the brilliant #1 from Vic Reeves and the Wonder Stuff. 35 incredible top chart hits. Now that's what I call music 20.
Hello, Tony. I think we might use a video replay here.
Super, Ralph. Let's do that.
Oh, yes, we could be in for a quintessential tango taste sensation here. Why, yes, Tony, let's look again.
Yes, Ralph. The big orange fella ran in from the left, and he gives him a good old slapping.
It just illustrates the bite and buzz of real oranges in tango.
Yes, Ralph. Super taste sensation, smashing drink, lovely.
You know where you've been, Tank.
A round of golf will wake you up, they say. But it's Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre wins the day.
Crunchy whole wheat flakes and fruit are just the thing.
So it's quite the most important thing to bring. Apples, hazelnuts, bananas,
Raisins, coconuts, sultanas.
Now my breakfast really going with a swing. And if you have got nothing for your tea, Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre helps your cookery. Send 8 tokens from the packs and get one free.
I just say to you boys, it's a test of memory as well as skill. Remember where the prizes are, maybe you wanted, and they're behind all the red areas on this board. Keep out of the black and in the red, nothing in this game for 2 in a bed. 9 prizes. Bully's special prize, that was quite nice, I'm saying no more. First 3 of the 9, in you go. Put the lights out, boys.
OK, Gavin, that's the way. Settle into it. Best of luck. Just take your time. That's red, it's number 7.
Fine, that's the golf clubs.
That's red number 1.
Garden furniture.
Just in the black, yes, you knew.
No problem. You're OK, 2 on 3, and 1's the one you want.
It's a good start.
Well done.
OK, Ron. Take your time. No, don't rush it.
Put the lights out.
Yes. Well,
have we got a joiner in the house?
You set.
No problem.
No, you see why I answered the question.
Really not a honestly, okay. It's not a problem. You really take your time again. Just settle.
It's 3 to go, Gavin.
Don't worry about that, Gavin. Don't worry at all.
That's red, it's number 6.
No problem. That's the beauty box. You remembered that well, Gav.
It's black. But that's red, it's number 3.
That's the MIDI Hi-Fi and CD. Let's have a look at what you've won. The golf clubs and the bag, the garden furniture, the beauty box, and the MIDI Hi-Fi and CD. 4 good prizes. OK. And I know you particularly wanted those. You've also won £595, nearly £600. And I'm going to ask you, forget the £241, that's fine that Rod got, that's on its way to the cottage hospital. Think about that approaching £600 and the prizes. Would you like to lay that on the line and gamble it against tonight's star prize, which is hiding behind Bully? It's all or nothing. 101 with 6 darts. Ron would go first, and then Gavin. Ron had better go first, or else there'd be no dartboard for anybody late. It's a considerable gamble, so think carefully. You've got the time it takes the board to revolve. All or nothing, it's BFH or a mass of prizes and 595. What do you think? The girls are there. Do you want to look at the girls? We don't want to look at the girls. Right, that's it. The boys have decided. Who's the spokesperson?
It's me, Jim.
Ron?
You've seen the state of my darts. We've had a brilliant day. Good. And I think it's the other lads should have a go.
Well, would you like it? Brilliant. Pit your skills now against Bully's prize board. Let's see what are behind the red sectors tonight for you.
In 1. You'll love to go a-laundering with this automatic washer. In 2. For dining in style, this elegant Staffordshire tableware. In 3. You're aiming for a leather chair.
What you call a sitting target.
Yes, very good. Yes, get on with it. In 4. Hours of fun for some little one, a child's robot toy. In 5. You'll be in a world of your own with this super personal stereo. In 6. Brighten up your kitchen with this collection of designer kitchen goods. In 7. You'll be able to take another point of view with this 14-inch colour TV. In 8. Elegance in calligraphy with these matching pens.
Yes, a right good prize.
Yes, very good. Get on with it.
And Bully's special prize.
Just listen to this, and you will, for hour after hour. It's a MIDI hi-fi with compact disc.
Right. Very good prizes there, boys. They do look good this week, don't they? Look really nice. You've got 9 darts. Glenn, you've got 6. Rich, you've got 3. All right. There are 9 prizes behind that board. You can take them all home. We'd be delighted if you did. Keep out of the black and in the red. Nothing in this game for 2 in a bed. Watch your lights. They'll help you. Listen to Tony. Off you go. We wish you all the best.
OK, Glenn. No rush. Just settle in. And the best of luck. Off we go. That's the bullseye!
Now you're on your way now. It's well out. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Red, number 1.
That's the automatic washer.
And red again, number 7.
That's the 14-inch colour TV. You're looking good. Well done, Glenn. Well played, Glenn. Well played.
Same again, Richard. No rush. Red, number 4.
That's the child's robot toy.
Red, number 6.
That's the designer kitchen goods.
And red again, number 5.
The personal stereo.
Woo!
Well done. Take your time.
Chance of taking everything, Glenn. Just take your time. Red, number 8.
That's the gold pens.
Red, number 2.
That's the tableware.
And red, number 3.
We've got the leather chair. Now, well, let's have a look at what you've won, boys. You've won the automatic washer, the tableware, the leather chair, the child's robot toy, the personal stereo, the designer kitchen goods, the 14-inch colour TV, the 2 matching gold pens, and Bully's special prize, the MIDI hi-fi with CD. That's very good. Now then, you have won £371, that's yours. The 270's off to your leukemia research at Sheffield as soon as the show's finished. It's these prizes you've now got to think about. You've got to decide whether you want to gamble all those prizes against tonight's star prize, which is hiding behind Bully. 101 or more with 6 darts. Non-dart player to go first, and you've got the time it takes the board to revolve to tell us what you'd like to do. Audience, what would you do? Boys, you're going to give it a try. Well, you're playing so well. Non-dart player first. We wish you all the best. Come and stand with me, Glenn.
Now then, please, thank you. It's your choice. 101 or more, Richard, for tonight's star prize. 14. 14. And treble 14, which gives you 70.
70. No problem. Where's 70?
Think about it, only 31. For tonight's star prize and everything. 10. 10. That's thinking about it. They've won tonight!
Right, boys, stick with me now, lads. Look, have a look at what you've won. Look at this lot. You're not going to lose this lot. Come and have a look at it. Follow me in, follow me in. Stick with me. Up you go. Get on there, lads. Have a good look at it. Have a look, boys. You've got the freezer, you've got the dishwasher, the cooker, the microwave, the telly. There's your cheese made. There you've got it all the food mixes, all the business. There's your money, there are your bullies. Take those with our compliments. Have that, have that, have that, have that, have that, have that. I've enjoyed it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching Bullseye tonight. There is nothing left for next week. We'll try and get something. Our two miners have done it tonight, haven't they? They really have. The nation will be talking about this for a few days afterwards. Thanks to Ronnie Sharp, first time here. Did well, didn't he? 270 quid. That's off to Sheffield for you. Thanks for watching Bullseye. Watch us next week. Tell your friends. See you soon. Bye.
Well, with the time rapidly approaching 12 minutes past midnight, that's where we come to the end of Wednesday evening's programmes here on BBC One. If you'd like a little more company, on Radio 1 right now you'll find Whispering Bob Harris. And if you turn to Radio 2, Peter Clayton presents Jazz Parade. But from all of us here at BBC One Television in London, on behalf of all of my colleagues, this is Andy Taylor, wishing you a very good night. Good night.